So hi guys, and welcome back to FNAF Sister Location. It has been a while. It's been, I think, about a month now since I've played this game. And yeah, so I haven't uploaded this in a while because I had trouble getting past night 4. So here we are. We're going to give night 4 another crack, another go. And yeah, fingers crossed we can actually do this. So as we can see, we're on night 4. And yeah, so let's begin. In 3, 2, 1.
Daddy, she can make balloons. Have you seen her make balloons? Oh, Daddy, let me go to her.
Okay, so I remember we're in a suit, an animatronic suit.
Shh, be still and quiet. You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. I kidnapped you.
So the beginning of night 4 is extremely long. The whole dialogue and all, it's just so monotonous having to repeat this same night. So my recommendation to you guys is...
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely.
Just barely.
You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like
I really
something
wish you
you
could
would
skip
use
this.
for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles.
The amount of
It sounds
times
like
I've heard
something
this.
you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of
It's so
ice
long,
cream
this dialogue.
feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like
Apologies
someone else
for
is in
any
the
of you guys
building.
watching.
Shh.
I do have this complete dialogue at end of part 2, so if you guys want to watch it, by all means.
Forward. One. Okay,
I'm
stop.
just saying, you can't skip
Set
it,
down.
unfortunately.
Watch the step. What happened to it this time? It just seems like these things can't go a day without breaking down. Who knows? It's always the same, man.
So from what I learned last time is, so there's these wee spring knocks. I believe there's 4 on each side. The way I do it is I start from left to right, so bottom, so from top to bottom, so top left, all the way down, and turn that down. Top left, work my way down, and then working from the bottom left all the way up, and then just rinse and repeat. People say on Xbox there's a minute long, or the nights in the theater, so I have no idea. It does seem long, to be fair, like, but it's extremely difficult and very much difficult. You have these wee kind of creepy crawly dudes crawling up the left and right side of your suit, and you just shake them off by doing so. You also knock the spring locks down, which is you're basically putting yourself in
There's
danger by doing that.
something very important that I've learned how to do.
You don't
over
necessarily have to
time.
worry about the ones crawling
you know
through the
what
middle
that
because they don't really hurt
to
you.
pretend.
But
you
for the
ever
first
play
minute,
make-believe?
2 minutes, keep the spring locks
Pretend
wound
to
all
be
the way
one
up,
way
and then
when
you
you
kind of
are
want to work your
really
way
the other.
about
It's very
3-4 o'clock.
But Laura never learns.
Winding them up.
But I do.
Because it's physically impossible to keep them all wound up the
They
whole night.
think there is something wrong
But-
on the inside.
Yeah. So with that being said,
The only thing that
to
matters
look over you can use either an
is
analog stick,
knowing
but it is extremely
how
slow. So a wee trick that I find is if you want to look left, use both analog sticks and move like that. You can see how quickly I'm moving left and right. Where using one, it's very slow. But using both, it's quite quick. So for any of you guys that don't know that, it's a useful wee tip.
I'll open the faceplates for you.
Okay, so here we
That
go.
way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait.
So they will light up. So you want to keep these wound up.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
When the spring locks go all the way around, there'll be a wee red circle, and that basically is saying you're in danger. Now when you see these, you can already see one starting to crawl up my right side. Don't freak out right away. You want to kind of wait until he's about at the top and then shake him off. So I'm going to go over here and knock him off. That should be him off. I was about 3 wiggles I done there. Like I said, you don't want to worry about the ones crawling up through the middle because it's only the ones crawling up the left and right side is the ones that can jump you. So there's one crawling up my right. That was about 4, I think. It's not good. You definitely don't want to do more than 3. I'm kind of going try and aim for about 3 o'clock because there's one crawling up my right. I'm hoping that one on the right is knocked off. I'm gonna have to close my blinds. I can't, it's very hard to see. A wee bit of sunlight coming in, unfortunately. Yeah, so it is a wee bit darker, but I have reflective wardrobes behind me and the sun was kind of like bouncing off it onto my TV and I couldn't really see. So fingers crossed we can do this.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
shame about some spring locks are already low. What? Guys,
As the moon rises, so also rises the tension between scorn lovers.
Clara, it's not my baby.
Vlad,
yeah,
you suck.
just had to pinch myself.
Wait, was
I'm
that
awake.
a vampire joke?
I just completed that.
That was so lame, Clara. Like I haven't heard that a million times.
Okay, well, how's this? I'm taking the car.
The joke's on you. It's a rental.
Well, the joke's on you. I set the thermostat to 90 before I left.
Good. I like it warm.
Good, because I also set the house on fire.
How will it all end? The passion, the tension, the
I'm
intrigue. Tune in tomorrow
Flabbergasted.
for the exciting conclusion.
That was my second attempt. So guys, we have finally beat night 4. My goodness, was that a hard night. I didn't do much research behind it, but I have read the reviews on the Xbox store and even the Steam store, because funny enough, I was actually stuck in this night, and I'm sure many of you guys have been as well, or still is. But I was actually looking to buy this on Steam, because obviously Steam and Xbox, if you share your account, you can share the achievements or whatever like that. So because I thought it would be easier on keyboard and mouse, because it seemed a wee bit too clunky, too slow, with the spring locks part in Night 4. So, but guys, I finally passed it. I don't need to rebuy the game. I don't need to leave this game left and sitting in the dust. I have finally beaten it. And although this video is short, you know, it is only the one night. I'm going to have one more part, which is obviously going to be night 5, the final night. And I know with every FNAF game, there's more content. There's a night 6, there's a 2020 mode, whatever. If you guys want to see that, be sure to let me know in the comments below, but only if I get enough requests. Because I do plan on just finishing this after the 5th night, but only if you want it, I will do it for you guys. But yeah, super stoked. Second attempt. First time playing this game in 3 weeks. In my amazement, as you've seen in my reaction, I was just like, did I really just pass this? So yes, super happy that I passed it. I have tried Night 5. I also have a recording of it, but I'm going to make a fresh recording, and that will be in part 4. So I have an idea of what to do. I just kind of wanted to go into it with a sense of what to do. There's a wee part where you're kind of being guided, is all I'll say, because I don't want to spoiler for any of you that haven't seen Night 5 and that is following me along this journey. But I seem to be having a wee bit of trouble with it, so I hope it's not. Let's just say it's in the Funtime Foxy animatorium, or whatever you call it, where you're being guided by this voice. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm having a wee bit of trouble with that, unfortunately, but hopefully, if we can beat Night 4, we can do Night 5 easily, I would imagine. So yes, so thanks again, guys, for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. It does so much, and it only encourages me to make more cool content like this. Be sure to smack that like button, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment down below if you enjoyed this. Until then, guys, have a great one.